Welcome to a comparison between Google Classroom versus Canvas. I'm your host, Kendra Coleman. I recently did a review of Google Classroom and Canvas, and I would like to show you my results. Some of the things that I reviewed these two LMSs on were the ability to add a variety of different student engagement tools. So let's look at Google Classroom. I have a master class for Google Classroom, and here you can see that Google Classroom offers four options at the top: the stream, classwork, people, and grades. In the stream, you can have announcements, and it will also post any assignments that you post in the classwork tab if those are the settings that you chose in your settings. In my settings, I usually turn off the classwork in the stream so that my students only see announcements that I make so that we can have effective communication in Google Classroom. In the classwork tab, you are able to create assignments, quizzes, questions, materials, and reuse posts that you have put in other Google Classrooms, as well as create topics. You do not have to create a topic right away. You can create a topic when creating an assignment. When creating an assignment, you have options to put the title of the assignments and the instruction, as well as choose which classes you want the assignment to go to, which student you want the assignment to go to, how many points the assignment is worth, the due date, and here you would either have no topic, choose a topic, or create a topic. And you also have the ability to add a rubric, which is super handy. Once you have added your document from Google Drive, a link, a file from your computer, or YouTube video, you can then assign this to your students. One of the features that I like in Google Classroom that's very similar in Canvas is the ability to grade students. For instance, if I go to the classwork tab and open an assignment that I created in Kami. So here's a lesson that I created in Kami. And when I want to grade this assignment in Google Classroom, I can easily see the students who have turned this assignment in by going to student work. When I pull up their assignment, there's a grading feature here on the side, and I love this so much because my ability to use a rubric, if I had a rubric here, to put a grade here, when I'm ready to grade, and then add private comments to their work if I have something to say about their work of the student. So I can email the student by clicking in the box. If it'll let me. And I can click this email button. Here it lets me email directly to the student, to the guardian, or to the guardian and parent. However, this email, and I can include the work summary, will not show up in my Gmail sent mail. It shows up nowhere. It just disappears. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about when you're working in Canvas, because there is an inbox feature in Canvas where all of the emails that you send, you can see your sent mail, you can see your archive mail, anything that you haven't read. There is no interface like that in Google Classroom. Google Classroom does have a grade tab, and that was newly added back in 2019 that allows you to see your students on one side and all of their assignments. And you can literally add grades right here, or you can click on it and see the work if there was work attached to it. You can change there are options here to change how much this is worth, and to also to email the student when looking at his work. So that's a nice feature. When working in Canvas, you have more options than when in Google Classroom. For instance, when you're in Canvas, you can very easily get in contact with people in all of your courses, in your favorite courses. Pick a course. You can pick the people you want to email. This is some of the same that you can do with Google Classroom, except for all of this is located inside of Canvas. When you do this in Google Classroom, it does take you into a Gmail account to complete it. So for instance, I can email a student, or I can email any teachers that are with this course. And all of our conversations would show here, and we can go back and forth without ever having to leave Canvas. So that's one of my favorite features of Canvas. Another favorite feature that I have of Canvas is the grading feature, but it's so very similar to Google Classroom. So as you can see here, Canvas has a similar grading feature to Google Classroom. If you remember, when I opened up the assignment in Google Classroom, it had the sidebar for grading, and Canvas has pretty much the exact same sidebar. So as with Google Classroom, you can put your points, you can add a comment. Also with Canvas, you can attach something. For instance, if I had another document that I needed to attach to this assignment to help the student, I could do that here. Also, I could do a video comment as well. There are add-ons with Google Classroom that allows you to do a lot of cool things. Like I can grade inside of Kami here. And when I'm inside of Kami, I can also leave a video comment. I can use Mote to do a voice comment. But these are like add-on features that are already embedded in the Canvas app. However, overall, I think it's pretty obvious that Canvas definitely offers more tools for teachers in being able to organize their assignments, being able to customize their classroom, and to be able to communicate to their students as well as other stakeholders such as parents, administrators, and co-teachers.